Hey guys, it's unbox time. We got Black Lantern Batman. Let's check him out. What do you say? Let's go. Hey guys, welcome back again to Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back to the channel that is your home for tech, toys, and talk. And that will always be the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. So we're back again for another unbox. We were talking toys and we were talking DC McFarlane. Yes, I know, another a big surprise. Another Batman from DC. Don't worry. This is part of the Black Lantern wave. We've already opened up a few Black Lantern figures. This is also part of a Build-A-Figure. We're building the ferocious, rage-filled Atrocitus. Now, the great thing about DC Multiverse, or should I say McFarlane Toys, when they do their Build-A-Figures, we only need 4 figures. That's right, no 5 or 6 like it does with Marvel. We get it done in 4, but the sculpts on DC are in the McFarlane figures are always oh so good. Now, I know of the Black Lantern, or the Blackest Night story. I've never read it. I'm meaning to do that very soon, though. But what do you say we get right on into this? Now, part of this wave, there are 4 figures. We have, of course, Black Lantern Superman, Black Lantern Batman, and Black Lantern Deathstorm, which is the death version of Firestorm. And, of course, we do have one living hero, which is Kyle Rayner. He's going to be a separate unbox, and I can't wait to do that because he looks awesome. We'll get into that in another video, guys. But let's say we get right on into this. Let's go. Okay, guys, so we unboxed them. Let's check them out. Let's bring the camera down so you can get a nice little overview. So we got Black Lantern Batman out of the package, and he looks very vicious, very nightmare-y. I love how they gave him some kind of a pauldron, like his cape is hooking upwards. We also get his blades that we usually see on his forearms, on his gauntlets, down at his legs, down for his boots. I really love that. I love how tattered the cape is. I mean, this is definitely a major go. We can see how decomposed, tattered, and torn the underside of the cape is. And that's one thing I love about McFarlane. They give us so much detail in spots that we may not always look. We get a very demonic, nightmarish, decomposing zombie Batman right there. Again, they kill it like they do every single time. Now, of course, one big departure compared to some of the other Blackest Night figures, there is no silver on him. We have this little black trim going over, and then, of course, we get the White Lantern symbol right across his bat crest right there. No alternate hands here. We have he's reaching for you or he's clawing towards you. We get a very nightmare Batman. No accessories here. No accessories, just like before with Superman and the others. We do get these large ham hock size arms, which are like basically the length of one of Batman's legs. Atrocitus's arms. I mean, and I cannot wait to finish building that. We're going to set those off to the side. But, again, they do amazing sculpting on here. The arms, they don't feel loose, but there is a lot of posability here. Like if we want to do the obligatory nightmare pose. Now, with a lot of my figures, I like to do kind of like an action pose. Or like Batman's ready to come towards you. But we really, with some of these, we haven't been able to do this. I've been using flight stands for most of this wave. It could just be this wave, or it could be just the current approach. Like I've had, okay, now there, this is departure because both for Black Lantern Superman and Black Lantern Deathstorm, which I'm gonna bring right out here so you guys can see. Let's just tilt the camera down just a wee bit. So there we can get kind of a sense of everything. I've had to use, like I said, flight stands for both Superman and Deathstorm, and I mean they look great. And also, there's varying differences. I mean, the skin tone on Batman is slightly different than on Superman, so they didn't just go with the same tones, which we have known McFarlane do in the past. And while you guys are checking out how these look, because I think they just look tremendous. They look amazing. Let me bring them a little closer. Superman flying in. I mean, come on. If these guys were coming at you, you would be running the other direction. Let's go and check out Superman or Batman's card. I wish they would still continue writing these on the back of the boxes, but they stopped doing that a while back. As a child, Bruce Wayne watched as his parents were brutally killed in Gotham City. In Gotham City's crime alley. Traumatized by their deaths, he devoted his life to becoming the world's greatest weapon against crime, the Batman. During Blackest Night, the Black Hand uses his power over the Black Lantern rings to raise the dead and unleash his army of Black Lanterns on the universe. Among those resurrected is Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, who had recently been slain by Darkseid. So there we go. I mean, they look fantastic. They look amazing. Now, my other videos, I have also mentioned that I will be pairing them up with Dark Flash because I think Dark Flash goes great with them. We'll move them over to the side here. We got all of our undead heroes, and Dark Flash is not part of that wave. Whoa, Superman came crashing down. Somebody must have had some kryptonite. I'll put you back up there. But I love how he looks, and that's why I'm definitely going to be setting him up with the others. He's part of his own little wave, but I have to throw him in here because I think he looks great. And plus some of the design aesthetic here with the gold trim on his legs, I think just complements everything here. But if you notice, we have silver, but we have black here, of course. Why? Because Batman's got to be different, right? That's right. So this is an awesome figure. I'm loving this. Now, my gripe with the other Black Lantern figures is there was no accessory. The only accessory you got with Firestorm was the Black Lantern. I really think they should have included a Black Lantern with all the figures. But hey, what do I know? I'm just the consumer, right? There was no energy effects that they gave with him. They gave him a very smoking head. I think that's a killer. But I wish they would have gave us some energy effects here. They got away with it with Superman because we have his heat vision eyes. But with Batman, there's no batarang, there's no grappler, there's nothing, there's no energy effects. But one thing that we do have on Batman that we didn't have on Black Lantern and Superman is he does have the sculpting of a ring. You can hardly see it. It's like right there. Again, we don't notice it because it's all just molded plastic. If you're good and you're steady, get yourself a very fine-tipped paintbrush or maybe a fine-tipped silver pen and just hit that a little bit, color it in, so you can give that effect of that Black Lantern ring, so we can have that effect so you can notice it from a distance, you know? I think that's one thing that was missing on a lot of these, but correct me if I'm wrong because, again, I haven't read the Black Lantern, the Blackest Night story yet, but I'm loving these figures. Anytime there's like an undead figure, I'm there, guys. I am always there for these. I just think this is oh, wow, Superman, you got to stay off the beers, man. It's the stand itself. This is one of my older stands. I got to replace it with one of my newer ones, which have a little bit more stabilization there. But I'm loving these guys. I love the Blackest Night wave of figures so far. I would love to see a lot more figures done, but knowing my luck, that's probably not going to happen once they have the Build-A-Figure completed. And so far, out of these pieces, we have Atrocitus' head. We have his shoulder pauldrons, of course. And we have his very massive legs. Look how... no, this is no camera trick. These legs stand right up to Batman. I mean, he's going to be a big guy. He's definitely going to be a huge Build-A-Figure. And I can't wait to complete him. We'll be completing him in the next video, which is going to feature Kyle Rayner. But guys, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give Batman a 9. It would have been great to have a lantern with him, or like maybe a Black Lantern variation of a batarang or grappler or some other accessory to go with him. But I'm going to give him a solid 9. He poses a little bit better than these two, believe it or not. So that's why we're going to give him a 9. But guys, I'm loving this wave. Anytime there's some zombies, I know we had Zombie Cap in Marvel Legends, and that's one of my very favorite figures ever. But the more recent offerings that Marvel's been giving us as far as their undead, their Marvel zombies, like from the What If, a lot of them, a lot of paint apps, it just looks like paint apps. There's no decomposing of metal or skin. It just seems to be all painted on. I really wish they would do the approach that they did with Captain America. But who knows? Maybe that'll happen in the future. Or someone who is very good with modifying figures, maybe take a little Dremel and cut into the leg and, create a little decomposing, maybe a few additional paint apps to look like there's zombie bites or anything else. But hey, we'll see what happens with the future, guys. Speaking of the future, guys, I have a lot coming through the pipeline, guys. As you can see, I have a whole bookshelf filled with 2 waves of Marvel Legends that are Build-A-Figures, so we have yet to do that coming through the pipeline. And as always, guys, I want to thank you guys for help supporting the channel. We are dangerously close to hitting 1,000. That's right. We're on the road to 1,000. As of this recording, we are at 968 friends and families, 968 Dimensioners, 968 people who love to follow this channel, and I thank you guys tremendously for it. We have a lot coming through the pipeline. We have those figures to unbox. I still got other figures to unbox. I got this Play Arts variant Iron Man yet to unbox. That's going to be coming out in a future video. I have Power Rangers to unbox. We got a ton to unbox. We're also going to be doing some more videos with the Ghostbusters HasLab. Got the Proton Pack that's charging in its bay right now, guys. And guys, there's just a ton coming through the pipeline. We have Stream for the Cure coming out later this year. I will be doing Ride for Roswell again. And that's where Stream for the Cure is going to come in. We're actually taking it a step further this year. I'm going from 30 miles to 44 miles this year. Yeah, I'm going crazy. But I want to thank you guys. By the way, anyone who wants to help with any of those projects, guys, just hit me up at my socials right there at the bottom of the screen. We got Daves_Dimension on Instagram, and that's also the same link you would use, or the same ID you would use to find me on PlayStation if you want to add me on, because we're going to be adding game streams very soon, guys, to help with our watch hours and to help the channel grow. There's a lot coming through the pipeline, guys. I just want to thank everyone who's been a part of any video, any premiere, any live stream that I've done. I want to thank you guys. It's in March. It's going to be 3 years I've been on YouTube, and I wouldn't still be here if it wasn't for you guys. So I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. You guys rock. You guys are amazing. And guys, you know what I'm going to say. I say it every single time. I want you guys to keep on busting, and I'm always going to catch you on that flip side. Take care.